Right, starting to put this thing together. I am making a video on putting this together. It's like anything else. Most of this paint, these flat pack things are, they're fairly annoying, but this one looks like to be extra fairly annoying. Especially I've got to seal it all with silicone because I want to make it watertight. So I probably won't be filming that. Sort of get it to this stage, and then what I've done is I've siliconed all these corners because I want this to be watertight, this thing. So I'm letting that dry and then put the bottom on it and put the rest of it on, and also have to seal the bottom. It's getting there, but it's not going to, it's just going to take a little bit of time to sort of get it right. The light they gave me doesn't work. Anyway, it's a piece of crap anyway. I'll get a better light. I'll take them brackets back off. But what I've got to do is I'm going to make a vacuum system up here. That's where it normally draws in air. So I've got to block the top of this box off up the top there. So I'm going to make a little cover for that, and I'll glue it on and screw it, whatever. So then it'll suck vacuum through there, and it'll pull air in from over there where it was. I don't know, they don't have it like that, so that's just one of the things you've got to do. Well, that'll sit like that, but up in here. I want that to block the airflow, so it'll draw vacuum from down this way. And it'll suck air in over there. I've got to make cover for that as well. So that'll just get, I'll probably just put a pop rivet there and more of this glue. Just seal around the edge. I can just get my finger down in there and seal it. Here's that done now. It's sealed off at the top, so it can only suck air in down the bottom here. That's where the vacuum's gonna pull the air out of the cabinet through there. Now I've got to make something like that over here and just put it over there. That's next. I've got that marked out and cut out how I want it. It's gonna be like a half a box. Now I've made a little cover for the air intake, so water and shit's not gonna be a problem. It's gonna suck. Air's going to come in there and go out there. Now I can finish assembling this. Put the floor on it. Got the thing together. I just haven't put this screen thing on, so I've got to go get another light. Stupid light doesn't work. They gave me. They're no good anyway. But I've sealed it all off. It's a bit of a prick to get together. You sort of need someone to help you put these bolts on that go around here. You can't do that by yourself. Anyway, the thing's together. I've changed that so I can just plug it in here once I get the lead. And I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to do the same with the slurry. So it's got to come down. It's going to be a bucket sit under here. And I'm going to change this. I just didn't. I don't like the look of that. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. I put an air regulator on here. I'm going to have a foot pedal down the bottom here. So I'll have a line, my compressor line will come into the foot pedal, and then it'll come out of the foot pedal and up into here. And then I'll have a fitting go in there to the gun. And I'll also have a thing coming off the pump, and it'll come into the side of the tank, and that'll go to the gun. And then it'll be pretty much done. We're getting close anyway. There's my pump, that's my setup there. This line here is going to go up to the gun. This line here is just going to wrap around. I'm going to get a bit of hose and it's just going to loop around the bottom of this thing. Just go right around, and that'll just stir the slurry up. So it'll be about that deep of whatever grit I'm going to use, and I don't know, the rest of it's going to be, I'm pretty sure that's a submersible pump. Maybe not. Anyway, whatever it is, it comes up about here or something. And then, yeah, that just spins it around, spins the slurry around. Well, I've made this bit of a fitting up here. That's off the vacuum cleaner, that just pushes up in there. So that'll suck the air out of the cabinet. I've made that cover for the inside, but I'm thinking of putting like a snorkel up here as well, so I can suck air up higher. We'll see how that goes. This is the pump, so you wrap that around there, right, goes in there, then this pump sits in that bucket, and that agitates the water, right? And then it comes out of there, then the rest of it comes up here, and that shoots the slurry up to the gun. Now this is the gun, I just got it off eBay. Okay, all good, but it hasn't got a tip. In the fine print, if you go through the right and the back there, that says it doesn't come with a tip, but it's no good to me without a tip. I've got to now go and try and find where I can buy tips for this bloody thing. Pretty annoying. It's on the foot pedal now. Took me a bit to figure that thing out. It's got a 3-way inlet, and when I first hooked it up, it would only work. It would only work if I didn't put my foot on it. And when I put my foot on it, it stopped working. Anyway, I've got it working now. When I put my foot on it, it'll activate the gun. And that's one step closer. All I've got to do is plug a line into the back of that, and that's all ready to go. I'm still waiting on this new gun I'm getting from New Zealand. I'm not going to use this thing. Not for now anyway. It just didn't come with a tip. They offered me a 30% discount, so whatever, I'll take it, but I ain't using that gun. It's got this delivered in the mail. That come from New Zealand. That's my vapor blasting gun. I got that off Josh from Armory Enterprises. He's on YouTube. He's one of the very helpful. If you ever want to get into vapor blasting, check his channel out, Armory Enterprises. I got that. That cost me 130 Australian dollars delivered, tax and everything. Pretty cool. I bought that on eBay. That's the one I was going to use, but it come without a tip. So I can still use it, but when I told them it didn't have a tip, they gave me 33% off. So that's something. I only paid $30-something for that. So, and then with that, it only owes me 20 bucks. This is the one that come with the cabinet. You can use all three, but apparently this one is twice as efficient. So you're standing there for half the time, which is, I'll take that. Because it looks cool, it's 3D printed. Josh is very helpful, actually. A lot of people that build these cabinets know him. Anyway, I'm going to throw this on. The cabinet's getting close to done. There's a bit of an update on the cupboard. I've got the lights installed. There's a light there, and there's a light up the top there. I've got 2 lights. They're better than what was in there. I've put water there so I can wash the part down. I've got my own little water tap in here. I've got this thing on. I've got that on, but I need that's a 12mm barb, or 12.5. So I don't have a 12mm barb to go in here. This barb I've got here is that's a 10mm barb. So I've got to go and try and find one of them and buy some 12mm pipe. All I've got to do left, I've got these barbs here. They're not hooked up, but they're just plastic. I'm getting 2 brass barbs, one for there and one for down the bottom there. Really just need one for there. And then that's all set. That's set. This is done. I've got a little high-rise thing here, so it's going to breathe in up from there. I'm going to hook the vacuum cleaner to the back, so I can just suck the air out of the cabinet. This is where I hook my water up here. I'm just going to put this screen on when it's done. That's just down there on the floor. So yeah, I'm just waiting on a couple of barbs, and this thing's ready to go. So and I've also got to rig up something that's going to stop water pissing out the door. A lot of people put like a flap. See that wide stuff there? They put that there, and I'm going to put some of this stuff. Whatever, I'll figure something out that'll stop that water from pissing out of the door. Everywhere else it's watertight. I just don't want water going all over the floor. Anyway, that's a bit of an update. I've got to go and find some barbs. I've glued a sheet of rubber over here and this stiffer bit here. So when you shut the door, the water you give that a little bit of a flick when you shut it, and the water comes down and just goes into there. It doesn't run straight down the leak. I've seen a couple of the guys do that on these videos. It's a good trick. You know, that door should not leak. Hopefully. It won't leak much if it does. And if it does, I'll do something else to it. I might put one of these clips up here. Anyway, that's done. Right, now I've got a brass barb here and a brass barb there. I've doubled up on the tape everywhere too, just to make sure it's all sealed good. There's the old ones there. I'll still keep them. They do work, but the brass ones are better. Give us a bit of another update here. Like I was going to put that up through there, but originally I wanted the hose to go from the pump up to the side of the cabinet. I've got this piece here, drill a hole there, right? I'm just waiting on 2 more barbs, and then I'll just have a hose go from there to here, and then from there to the end of the gun. It's going to make it so much easier to change out the slurry. And I've changed this, so I'm going to put that there, put that back on, but it'll have this. And then I can just pull the bucket out. Like the way, if you have it going up through the centre, you've got to tip the bucket out, and it's full of water. It's just going to go everywhere. So I'm just going to change it to the way I originally wanted to do it. So I'm actually just waiting on 2 barbs, a male and a female. And then I'll be able to use this cover. It's got this stuff sitting in here, but they're the 2 lights that I've put in it. I'm going to put this light here, just set it on the top here, if need be. So anyway, that's where I'm at with this. I'll just put this stuff in here for now. And I'm just waiting on those parts to come. I've got the 2 different types of media I need to work that cabinet, but as soon as I get those barbs, look, I could use it now, but it's just going to make it's going to end up spilling stuff everywhere, changing them out. You can't mix the 2 types of media together. One's for polishing and one's for removing crap. So, as soon as I get that ready, I'll throw that in the cabinet and we'll see how good it works. Anyway, thank you.